Welcome everybody to another Eric flight, and had a couple technical difficulties for starting tonight, but we are here now and we are streaming. So we're going to continue our Virtual USA Flying Club FSExpo event by going to two airports tonight. We're going to go to Sussex, which is Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November, because it has an X in the title. That's the EX, get it? So it's spelled Expo. And then we're going to do a quick landing there, and then turn that around quickly. We're going to go to Pittsfield Municipal, Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot, because that has the P. And then the last one will be O, which will be another flight. We're going to go to Orange Municipal, which I've been to in real life. I've never been to Pittsfield, never been to Sussex, nor have I taken off from Eagle's Nest, where we are right now, where we left off from last night. But we'll be having one more leg after this, and I'm going to try to get this in tonight. I was hoping to start a little earlier, but we'll see what we can do. And we'll make things happen. So we're taking again the, as soon as my simulator wants to move, there you go. Taking the Family Wagon, Family Sky Cruiser, and again, this is the livery created for my marathon event this summer. So I'm gonna show two things here. First off, let's see a little bit about the Marathon Sky Cruiser itself. So here we go with that. Sorry.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Arrow 3-wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane, she's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, retractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood grain, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family truckster just for a ride in this majestic metal mama. Rugged, comfortable yoke? Check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
Wait till you fly it. And again, this is going to be the livery for a marathon event. So I'm going to do that promo video. I'm sorry I'm going to do this all now, but if people watching the video promote the event, and I appreciate that, get a life. So here we go. This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination. Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Fly with us, watch the journey, donate if you can. Together, we can give kids a brighter tomorrow. So again, come on out, July 26th and August 2nd. We're going to be doing a marathon, 2 marathons, 1 event. August 2nd, both Saturdays. And we're going to be raising money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. And if you donate during the event, you can you'll be entered into a raffle for winning a Real Sim Gear GNS 530. You do have to provide your name and your email address to do so, but you have to also donate during the event. So coming out, it'll be a good event, and it's our 5th annual marathon. Again, have to promote this thing up to the yin yang. So I appreciate you hanging out, and we're gonna get going here on the flight. So if you want more information, join my Discord at tinyurl.com/EricFlightDiscord, and it has the registration and the briefing and everything you need to know in there. And sponsored by Real Sim Gear, Druicky Design, and It Builds, and my merch store, which is aviation inspired apparel, Eric Flight Aviation Designs. And it'll be a good time. Come on out and let's get this flight started. So here we go. Let's get the tablet up there. Why don't I hear any music? Come on. Oh, there we go. It's just changing tracks. Alright. Can I add some technical difficulties? So a little sus right now and everything. But here we go. Checklist for the Aero 3. We have one more leg on this. This will be a one more stream, and then this event will be over. It's the first event stream, from what I remember. Alright, that's working. There you go. That's my checklist. Let's pretend the pre-flight is done. I'm going to make sure that the parking brake is on, and I'm going to check it this time, because remember last night it went rolling. Alright, avionics are off, autopilot is off, AC is off, prop height RPM, and throttle slight. Brakes are set, and hopefully they stay set this time. I'm going to call clear prop when I'm about to start it, master alternator on, beacon on. Is that all working? It seems to almost be working. There we go. Alright, fuel pump on. Full rich mixture, that should put gas into there. Oh, I didn't fill it either. Let me fill it. Fuel pump's not on, so that's another thing. It just didn't turn on. It will eventually. It's got to read my buttons. Read my buttons. Let's fill this thing with fuel. I can make it on 77%, but again, real life, I leave with full fuel if I can. So let's get that fuel pump back on now. Come on, fuel pump. There we go. Full mixture. There we go. Back down, and we are good to go. So foot on the brakes. Oh, parking brake went down. Did you see that? That's what must have happened the other day. So here we go. Clear prop.
Clear prop.
And we have started the plane. Let's see how she purrs. Oh yeah, 726. Go Foxtrot. This is called the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser, inspired by National Lampoon's Vacation. And again, delivery we will be flying during the ultimate American-Canadian flight trip. So it's going to be a good time. Long stream, might not be even over 24 hours. I'm going to make sure I stretch a lot, so that's why it's probably going to be over 24 hours. Alright, oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Should be holding on the fuel pressure. It is. Lights as required. We'll put the nav on at this time. And that's all we need for now. Seatbelts on. It says heat vent. Defrost. How cold is it? We're not real world time, but we are real world weather. About 65, so we'll leave it halfway. Avionics on and set. And you can again win a Real Sim Gear GNS 530, kind of like what I'm popping this window into right now, because I own one. And I think they're fantastic, to be honest with you. So, alright. Let's get it. Right, oops. Well, something happened there, but it's in the right place now, so we're okay. Alright, with that, you want to get the ATIS here at 31 Echo, which there is none. So we got Atlantic City right south of us. We're going to tap into that. So column 2 is going to be 125725. Longer right than I wanted to, but it's okay. Any minute now. Maybe we can't get licks any on the ground. Alright, well, let's get a... This will be done in a briefing in the real world. You know the weather either way, if it doesn't have anything. You can go to Sky Vector, and it says 170 at 5. So we're probably departing. One 4, which is awesome because then we're departing straight out of the area, which I want to avoid that restricted airspace, which is that R thing. So that's the way it's gonna go, and that's the way we're gonna do it. 1-4. Could have went either way last night with the winds, but we're good. Right, no GPS position as of now. Back to the checklist. Oh man, I got a lot of stuff open. Give me a second. So many things. No. Oh, I just deleted everything. No. God, so many things loaded. Excuse me. Alright, and it just deleted my flight plan. Awesome. Let's make it again then. 31 Echo. And we're going to Sussex, which is, what is it? K Fawn. K Foxtrot Whiskey November. And then we're going to Pittsfield, Massachusetts, which is towards western Massachusetts. We're talking like, if you're a fan of the symphony, it's the airport, I think, for the unofficial summer home, or the official summer home of the Boston Symphony. I think that's this airport. All right, just tangle with that leave. My brain's not working tonight, so just go with it. All right, flight should take about an hour and a half or so. We didn't file any flight plans, and we are connected to VAT similar we were. Yep, we still are. Okay, let's check out Volanta, see if we have any. Give me a second, some of the stuff that we need. There we go. Check out Volanta, see if there's any control here. Not that I need any right here, but there is New York Center. 125, 325. Let's look at the standby. 122.9 is the CTAF, which is the Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. In other words, this is the local frequency for the airport. So let's keep it on 122.9, and we should be good. All right, a lot of stuff here. Back to the checklist. Okay, ATIS, we got altimeter set. What was the altimeter here? Atlantic City. 3022. 3022. Very good. Alright, I did not even plan our altitude, so our altitude for tonight will be going east at first, so slightly east at least. Let's go 4,500. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so let's set that, because this worked last night, and I was very impressed and proud that it's finally all working on this. So I'm going to set it for 4,500 in the SciTech autopilot panel here. Now it's set to go. Speed will be there. You're hearing little updates on my tablet there, but that's not going to hear the ADS-B data screaming in my ear saying, got a plane near you, you're going to die. Check. Oh. Or maybe it's got to take off your kneecaps. You know that reference, get a life. Alright. Transponder, alt squawk. It is ADS-B will be on radio test. Let's go back to Unicom for a second. Do a radio check. VATSIM Unicom, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. Nobody. Alright, well, we'll test it as we go. But it did say it was transmitting, so. Alright, we're gonna depart. We're gonna go to runway 14. Just gonna be that way. And depart that way. We'll do a run up down there. And we'll get out of here, shall we? Maybe we should set my flight plan up actually, so let's do that too. Oh, not Kilo, it's 31 Echo. This way, Otto will just find his way. Oh, it's doubling again. Isn't that wonderful? And they're going Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey. And then, I don't know why it's doubling, but we're going to try Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Now that I think of it, I'm not going to fly. I'm going to land in Sussex for a landing. Might be a touch and go. How's that? We'll think of a touch and go. Alright, with that, we're going to get that off of there. Be ready to go. Okay, clear on the left. Parking brake off. So, moving. We do have some traffic here. All parts. But, yeah. And we'll turn this around. And we'll aim our rear end into that little bank right here, so that way there's no problem with the little blowback, if you will, from the plane when doing it run up. Yeah, right. A little bit more. Come on now. A little bit more. Alright, good. We are parking brake on. Tobii eye tracker off. And gonna do the run checker. Brakes are set. Fuel proper tank should be full. On the right. We're gonna be okay there. Trim set for takeoff. I'm gonna have to adjust this electronic one eventually because it goes very slow, but it does work. See the wheel, when I I turn the trim wheel, it works a lot better. So I'm gonna have to find the sensitivity again, which is probably in the tablet somewhere. I'll give myself a minute. We'll see if we can find it. It should be under settings, flight info. It's in here somewhere. It's like a little, oh, there it is, trim sensitivity. Let's put it to half again, because I tried like being smart about it. I think it was too sensitive, but let's go back now and see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's like real life. So from what I remember. All right, go back here now. There we go. Excuse me. I'm okay. All right, fuel proper take, trim set for takeoff, flight controls. The box. No stuttering because I recalibrated the other day. Instrument stern equators in the middle, no flag. Heading coordinate should be about 105. It is. Altitude looks good. Vertical speed looks good. Horizon looks good. Airspeed is good. Alternate air test and close. That's in case you have your static port all messed up. You can have an alternate way of getting air into the instruments for working. Mixture best power 2000 RPM. Here we go, everybody. 2000 RPM. We're gonna cross the Hudson tonight too on this flight. So right. Always love crossing the Hudson, real life or sim. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Looks decent. All right. Prop cycle. RPMs go down. RPMs go up. And then we're gonna look at the oil pressure over here. Oil pressure goes down. Oil pressure goes up. And then finally, I'm gonna make sure that no oil spurts out on the windshield. We have down and up. JT Azevedo, back again. I gotta turn down your sound a little bit. I gotta be honest with you, it's scaring the Jesus out of me. I'll do that later on. But I'm glad you enjoy it. It's loud. It is loud. That's not your fault though. All right, vacuum is good. Alternator is good. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure, temperature good. We're gonna idle. It is. I'm going to turn it down a little bit later on. I got to go into the JavaScript and turn it down later on. All right, we're good. So let's do the fuel pump on, strobes on, landing light on. If there's a problem with takeoff fuel, mechanical control otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we will abort, takeoff, land directly ahead on the runway. If we are under, let's say, 800 feet, and this problem mechanical emergency, otherwise we'll land directly ahead, no more than 30 degree turns, best glide speed, and this is 79. If we're above 800 feet, this problem mechanical emergency, otherwise we will take a turn. Where's it say? Atlantic City. Can't remember what I had for winds there. 17. So we're gonna turn to the right and land downwind in the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever is available to us. Best glide speed 79. We rotate at 70, climb at 90. Retract the gear when there's no more available runway to land on. And there's birds. You see the birds? They're right there. We gotta be careful of birds. Okay, with that, we are ready to go. We're on 3-1 Echo if you didn't want to fly with us, by the way. East server and SU2 version of 2024. All right, I think we're good on that, right? Yeah, we're good. All right, so let's get out there. Parking brake off, turn this puppy around. Don't cross the short line. Tobii eye tracker on. I'm gonna realign it here. Okay, I don't see any traffic. Do you? Nope. So I'm gonna call it Eagle's Nest traffic. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot departing runway 14, departure to the northwest. Eagle's Nest. Okay, and 2 days to Brazil, man. Kind of jealous. Never been there. I talked to my Brazilian student today though, because you know they speak Portuguese there. For some reason, I said Portugal to him. He's like, "Well, I'm actually from Brazil," because they're designing video games on my music tech class, and like the soundtrack and everything. So I was like, "Well, why not write a game about Brazil?" And then he still couldn't think of anything. So we used AI ethically and got him a whole like idea, and it was to have a vlogger that visits Brazil and has to take pictures of like different landmarks, and that's the whole goal of the game. So I guess it's good. But all right, we're good. I got my map on. I got the tablet off. Okay, here we go. Full throttle. It says freeware scenery here. Light right rudder to keep it on there. See? There we go.
Atlantic City Airport information, Yankee.
Okay, Atlantic City came alive. Gear up, over to guard. If someone wants to type in ! guard, doesn't matter where you are, Kick, YouTube, or Twitch, please do so. Keep climbing here.
You're on guard with.
Thank you. So we have Martin guard and column 2.
Yeah.
Boy, when I calibrated this Honeycomb Alpha, it made a world of difference here. So, alright, I have that point to Sussex. Now I'm probably gonna fly it out here manually, so we're gonna put it on the left. Fly it out. I'm gonna climb to 4,500. Okay, fuel pump off. 25 inches of manifold. 2550. I'll keep this thing coming around here. Trim it up. Oh, that trim's way better now. Good thing I touched that sensitivity, I'll tell you. That was another issue I was having. Sim Caesar! Rating with a party at 23. I saw it in chat first. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Okay, clear on the left. That's another left turn. Gears up. No green lights. Thank you, sir. You're amazing. Appreciate that very much. We got a little bit of a late start, but we're doing the Virtual USA Flying Club FSExpo event. We're visiting airports that follow the letters Expo, EXPO. We just took off from Eagle's Nest, which is 31 Echo, and we're on our way to Sussex. Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November in the Piper Arrow. And thanks so much to Mr. 26PT2, part 2 if you will, for following me on Twitch. But we're flying the Wagon Queen Family Cruiser. It's the livery we're going to be taking for my marathon events this year. Flying in July. And I'm slowly going to trim this up again because it seems to just want to do its own thing. Alright, Otto the Autopilot coming on. Let's make sure we got everything working here. Let's see if it works because it's been working better lately. I'm going to keep climbing as well. And the autopilot's working. Bella 42, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Everyone from the Sim Caesar channel, thanks to Sim Caesar for rating. Appreciate that. Boy, we're climbing out of control here. What the heck's going on there with vertical speed? There we go. Don't quite know what happened to that one. Alright, lean off that mixture a little bit. But yeah, I recently recalibrated my Honeycomb Alpha. And things started working better on the Piper Arrow here. So, it is what it is. We must have some winds or something because this vertical speed's going out of control. Come on now. Alright. You know it. You know it because they're excellent.
Excellent.
Just saying. Love Bill and Ted. Bogus. I think I have Bogus on there too. And the Iron Maiden. I have no clue why I made that a sound, but I did.
In the Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden. Excellent.
Execute them.
Bogus. Alright, we're not going to the restricted airspace. In fact, we're missing it just by a hair. Look at that. That's how good we fly this thing. Missed that restricted airspace just by a hair. So, I'm sure we're okay, right? It's over there. I think it's a military area that needs its privacy. So, but we're flying the Jersey coast, the Jersey coast, and going up to Sussex, New York. And that would be the X for Expo. Seeing that airports are hard to find with X's in them, they allow us to fly to any airport with an X in it. that's what I'm doing. It could be a city, it could be airport name. So I have not. I probably should. But we'll get it someday. How's that? I'm gonna write that down. Totally lied to by our album covers. Wow. That one, and I got another one I gotta do too. What was it? I said it the other day. Can't remember. It's from a movie. Yeah, there's a lot of commands. If you want to go to tinyurl.com/EF commands, don't overdo it, but there's tons of them. We have some video overlays and everything. You had your death proofs. That was awesome when they played Twister versus Death. Best 2 out of 3. Now I'm going to want to watch all of those again pretty soon. Alright, manifold pressure should be going down, so I'm going to increase it as we go here. We want to be at 2550 for now. And things will look decent. I'm going to increase at 4,500. And we're going to be going over Ocean County up ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna want, even though the latest one wasn't that bad with the daughters there. I mean, it wasn't as good as the original. Nothing will be as good as the original, but 2 was pretty good, and Bill and Ted's 3 with the daughters was decent. So we got boats as we out there's Waretown, New Jersey, out on the coast there. We are on Flight Sim 2024. It's been working pretty good for us. Worked great last night, so we'll be landing in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. We're gonna do either a stop and go at Sussex, or we're gonna do a stop and taxi back. So full stop taxi. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming out, and thank you for wishing me a non-bogus landing. Just saying. That's not a command. I thought that was a command. It's let's see. The runway is 3,500 feet, so I would say it's a smaller field. It's not international. Eventually, we're gonna make our way to Providence, where FSExpo is this year. So that's the whole goal of the event for the Virtual USA Flying Club. So actually, compared to what 3-1 Echo was, this is smaller by 400 feet. But alright, we are at cruise altitude. I'm going to bring this back to about 23. At the 25, we're going to do a final leading of the mixture. Right about there. And we're good. We're cruising in the Piper Arrow 3. Again, the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser. And I showed a whole promo of it at the beginning of the stream, so might do a little bit later on, but not now. I'm doing the Great Cycle Challenge again, which we raise money for every September. Well, July and August, we do it on the Flight Sim. We do marathon event, but we're doing 2 marathons and 1 again for the 2nd year in a row. And it will be the Ultimate American Canadian Flight Trips. Tune in July 26th and August 2nd. You can even fly along with us. If you fly along with us, you have the chance to get scenery from Jawicki Design and Annette Builds, which are sponsors. And everybody, if you donate to the Children's Cancer Research Fund during the marathon, not now, during the marathon, you have an entry into the raffle for a Real Sim Gear GNS 530. So I'm just saying, there's even stuff for people who just want to come out and donate during the stream, and I appreciate all your support. But we're trying to raise $2,500, which we've never done. Last year, it keeps going up every year though. I think we raised like $1,600 last year, so. Trying to get to 2,500, I get a second jersey at that point. More money goes to the Children's Cancer Research Fund, and it is tax deductible. So remember to make those donations on July 26th and August 2nd. We'll be streaming probably for over 24 hours on those days. So I'll be taking lots of breaks. We're going to clear across Canada on July 26th, and then we're going to go from Vermont all the way to Santa Monica across the United States on August 2nd. It'll be a good time. I always like doing those marathon things. At first I'm like dreading it, so like, oh man, I'm going to have to fly those hours. But really it's a good time. I do get tired, and I do have to move around and take breaks, but other than that, we have a pretty good time. All right, maybe we should go to New York Center and get some flight following there, because they are on. So let's see if they can hear me now. 125-335. Says they're still on, so let's try it. New York Center, November 726 Echo Foxtrot. Can't say that using the name. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot type Papa 28 Romeo. We are right near Kilo Mike Juliet X-ray direct to Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November 4500 VFR requesting flight following. Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November 6 Echo Foxtrot. That was close. Did you see that? 6727 6 Echo Foxtrot. Should have put that on standby. That was very close to that. Those codes there. It's only 3 digits off. We got Lakehurst, Maxfield Field coming up. That was the site of the Hindenburg disaster. Cleared into the Bravo 4500, 6 Echo Foxtrot. Alright, we also have to set this up so it's 2. Roger, 6 Echo Foxtrot. Yeah. The other way. We gotta zoom in. Can't really see that. It's 3019er. Here we go. Very good. East just by a little bit. Oh, he said it's 4,500. Clear through the New York Bravo, which is nice to see. So we're gonna go right through it. On to Sussex. Probably gonna do a full stop taxi back. That's the way I'm feeling it right now. And then we'll go from there. Excuse me. Alright, so if you're wondering where we are, we're right outside of Lakehurst Maxwell Field. If we could see this, they have an area, I'll take the tablet off here, where the Hindenburg basically met its fate. They have like a little outline of it somewhere. I need to find it though. Is it over here? It's not really loading over here. That might be it over there. It's not really loaded yet. Sorry. Google Map enhancement is not really doing its thing right now. Could be over there. But you can go here and see the whole museum. Usually there's a hangar that you see from the airship, and it has the outline of it. But actually that's the hangar. So I thought it should be down here, but we'll look over there in a second. Oh, it got birds. See the birds? Huh. Can't really see it. Keep looking for it because it's kind of cool to see where the Hindenburg. Again, they have a whole museum over there. That's the old hangar for it. Let's look this way again, see if we see it. I don't know if that is it, but it's supposed to have an outline of the Hindenburg. Unless this is it. Interesting. Well, it's there somewhere. But you have to go through security clearance to go visit the museum and stuff. Haven't been there. I'd like to go someday. But that is where the Hindenburg had its problem, if you will. Oh, maybe not, actually. It might have been McGuire Field. Maybe that's why. No, that's Fort Dix. That'd be that way. Fort Dix is out there. Alright, I'm pretty sure I was looking where the Hindenburg is. But anyways, we're going to see a little bit of New York. Lakewood, New Jersey's off our right over here. Somewhere. Jersey coast way out there in distance. JT, you flying with us tonight? I don't know if you want wanted to or not. Yeah, you are. You're back there. You can all fly with us if you'd like to on the East Coast server. I am using service update 2 for 2024. So, having issues though? Yeah, try your best. Sorry about the issues, my friend. Full stop, taxi back at Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November. If you did want to have some time, you could probably go to Old Bridge 3 November 6, which is out there in the distance. Load up. No, interesting. What are you flying tonight? Ground speed 141 knots, not too shabby. Oh, okay. Alright. My OBS went crazy. Hey, what's this over here? It's an amusement park. Is that Six Flags in New Jersey? It might be. I didn't know it was over there. Interesting. Now I want to look at it outside the planning. Let's do that. Is this Six Flags in Jersey? Could be. Probably is. If anyone knows what that amusement park is, please let me know. I haven't been to Six Flags New Jersey in forever. So. It's definitely got some roller coasters over there. What's up, Kamikaze? I'm doing great. How are you? Doing fine. Just went through an alert area. Doing fine. I'm trying to figure out what this amusement park is here in New Jersey, right near Lakehurst, New Jersey. If anyone knows, let me know. Interesting. Forces with that one since his name's Jedi, or is it Jedi 03? Alright, coming up on the metropolitan New York area in a little bit. We already cleared through the Bravo at 4,500. So, oh, that sucks. How did that happen? Is it like the flu or something? I don't think that's going around still. A lot of allergies out there, I know that. That's Delta Airlines New York Center contacting each other on that sim. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't think you can because that's on that. Actually, you probably can because it's hosted. No, complex endorsement's going to be a little delayed, that's all. Give you more time to fly it on the sim and get more acquainted. We are 26 minutes out before our first destination, and then we're going to continue up to Pittsfield, Massachusetts after. So we've got some good music going on though. Wow, is that really what that thing's called? No, it says Wings of Eternity, so why isn't that called? Oh, sorry everyone. I forgot to get my program that shows this music. This is AI generated stuff. I was going to say, I know it's AI generated. Wings of Eternity. Made by moi through AI means. No, that sucks. That sucks. Well, I hope it's not COVID, because that could resemble that. I had something like that a couple weeks ago, and I had a COVID test, and it came out negative. That's the reason why I felt better about my situation. That is on VAT Sim. So, yep, flying the Arrow. Taking out the livery that we're going to fly for my marathon. And, you know, just like you did the other night. Kind of like it, but I also chose it as my marathon flying vehicle for this year. First time I ever took the Piper Arrow on a marathon event. That'll be happening in July, August. 2 marathon events. So this is the livery for it. And again, we raise money for children with cancer. Done that for the past 4 years. This will be the 5th annual marathon, but we styled it after the National Lampoon's Family Truckster, just in a different way, and I used the Big Cycle Challenge colors. Retro, but cool, you know, not the prettiest, but I think it looks nice. We got lots of sponsors as well, so. coming up to the New York area here. I'm going to be going over Central Jersey Regional, and Linden, New Jersey will be a little bit off our right. In fact, you can kind of see the buildings loading up right now. Kind of like that photograph she is doing that. You know, I want to try the say intention sometime, but I don't feel like paying for it. I know that sounds cheap, but I just don't. So, and I've been using online air traffic control since like 1998, so it's not like anything I'm gonna miss, I don't think. But someday I will probably touch into that. That's my tablet, everyone. Leave the volume on so you can hear ADSB alerts. What's up, Sean Wynn? How's it going? It is. My son's all about that stuff. He loves weather. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Just about done with teaching for the year. This is the second to last week, so tomorrow I got a half day. And we've got meetings in the afternoon, so. No. Yeah, all right. Well, let me know. Send me a private message on that JT Azevedo. I'm kind of interested in that. Yeah, I just don't want to pay for it. But they did lower the price, and like people said, it's decent. But there's got to be more AI things coming. Look at all this malls and stuff. You got some mall. Maybe it's a industrial park actually or something. I thought that was a mall. No, it's not. Photogrammetry is definitely better in 2024. So 2000. Yeah. No, where are you located, Sean? I feel bad for people in Florida. And I heard it's hard in the real estate market there and everything. So I would love to live in the Fort Lauderdale area if I could, and they pay teachers better, but that's not going to happen. Gainesville, Virginia? No. I'll have to get a little bit of weather there. No. I kind of like a good strong storm here and there sometimes, though. You should get some really gnarly rainstorms in July up here. So watch out for milk, because it can be lethal, according to this. New York City that way. So I don't think we're going to see much. I have a crap load of scenery though. It's probably not going to load at that distance. That will be fine. We are 48 nautical miles out. I'm going to get the ASOS in there. I don't know. The only problem I've had with 2024 now is that if I have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 freeware scenery, sometimes the ATIS doesn't work. So let's see if we can get the ATIS in Sussex. That's ASOS actually.
Kilo Foxtrot.
That's working. Good. Awesome. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Wind calm. Visibility 10.
It's not towered.
Position clear. Temperature 18C.
Should probably do a straight in.
1 tree C. Altimeter
Runway 3. That's what it's looking like. Where am I getting all this information from my real world electronic flight bag? As we are flying over Central New Jersey, right next to Manhattan over there. That'll be our first landing of Sussex. In real life, the closest I've been here is I went to Sullivan County over here to see the 1969 Woodstock Festival site, which is that little amphitheater symbol there. That was cool, except for having to wait for a taxi and stuff. Yeah, this is what I use. I use a Bear. It's free for Android because I do not like Apple products. However, if I flew more, I would definitely think of getting an Apple iPad just to fly with. But I'm good. It's not something I really need. I try to save money wherever I can. So the more money you can save, the more money you can fly with, right? Oops, sorry. around a lot of heavy scenery here. And we are in the Bravo. Yes, we are. Towards Manhattan. Switch the fuel up here. Burning right, fuel pump on. Switch to the left. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure is in. Little hills up there. That's around the Hudson. We will cross the Hudson when we're on our way to Pittsfield. So there you go. Manhattan's kind of loading a little bit. Have to say I've seen 3D out there, and we also have Newark in there too. But it seems like a lot of the airports are becoming 2024 updated recently. So. Hot in this office. I'm gonna try putting this fan on. Let me know if it this fan bleeds into the microphone. But every time I run Flight Simulator, my computer becomes a heater in this office. It's good for the winter, not so good for spring and summer. And we're gonna do a shout out to Otto the Autopilot for all his service. He's working again finally.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Thanks, Otto.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Alright, 38 nautical miles. Thanks to Kamikaze Mad Max for using the alert command. Look well and prosper. Is that loud? I think that's loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit if I can. It's just very loud. Alright, hope that's a little bit better. Upstage again. Up, got the aircraft coming in underneath us. What's that? I don't know what that is. Love seeing the aircraft coming in and out. That's could be VATSIM or it could be the e-server traffic. I left both on. I know some people don't like it when you're doing VATSIM, but I like to encourage people to fly with me like Azevedo, which I don't even know where he went. But Lethal Milk is still out there. Check that message just to make sure. What airport is that out there? That would be Morristown Municipal over there. That's fine, man. All right, send me a private message on Discord there with that. Feeling a little bit of turbulence in the butt kicker tonight. Wonder what that's about. And in honor of leaving New Jersey and going into New York, which we might already be there. No, we're not. We're still in Jersey. Let's send out a little shout out, soprano style, shall we? All right, we will. Here we go.
Good to be in something from the ground floor. I came too late for that. I know. But lately, I'm getting the feeling that I came in at the end. The best is over.
Love The Sopranos. One of the best TV series of all time. Dated now, though. I went and watched all of them again. All right, man, I'll check it out after the stream as I'm sleeping. All right, we're 30 nautical miles out. We're going to start thinking about our descent. We're getting another ASOS report here.
Kilo Foxtrot, Whiskey November, automated
Still
weather
wind calm.
observation. 02000.
Looks like map enhancement is still trying to load everything.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17C. Dew point 1 tree C. Altimeter tree 017. Kilo Foxtrot, Whiskey November, automated weather observation. 02000.
There you go.
Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17C. Dew point 1 tree C. Altimeter tree 017.
All right. Back to guard. You know what that means.
You're on guard with Meow.
All right. Making our way out of the urban area, if you will, of New York and New Jersey. Part of my yawn. If I look at Manhattan, it kind of loads and stutters. That's what I get for all that scenery. Held together last night when we overflew JFK, so. I guess with scenery, you're in for a world of pain.
You're entering a world of pain, Walter, and you mark that frame and 8, you're entering a world of pain.
So, we'll just go with it. Oh, excuse me. Not done updating the interior for the marathon event, so I want to stick one more thing in there as like a accoutrement to the panel, if you will. So, pretty cool to have for the event. So, I do have some Eric Fleck stickers. They get shadowy though, that's the only thing. Right there, on the pan. "24 nautical miles out." And we'll start our descent pretty soon. Have Allison announce that. Know what we need. Morristown Municipal over there. See the airport. I'm going to request cancellation of flight following. Should be loading up in the distance. I don't see it yet. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. over Dover. That's still New Jersey. Dover, New Jersey, everybody. Like a mall down there. 18.7 nautical miles to go. CTAF is 122.7. We'll get that on standby. Pardon me. Gonna make it to Pittsfield. As soon as we see the airport. Check our fuel one last time. Looking good on the left. We'll advise 6 Echo Foxtrot. Alright, let's start our descent down. Pattern altitude here is 1,500-ish. So let's get that programmed in. Not that we need that, so we're going to go manual as we get closer. Okay, I'm going to bring it back to about 18 inches of manifold, 2100 RPMs. Leave the mixture where it is for now. As we make our descent down, Allison, please announce the descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Still looking for that airport. Actually, is that it right there? That could be it right there. Let's take a look. No, that's not it. Not the easiest to see right now. Hope we got that. Okay, we'll reach the mixture just a little bit. Ten nautical miles out. Looking for the airport. Do you see it out there? Because I don't see it. Somewhere out there, right in front of us. Looking for the airport. Nautical miles out. You think we can see it by now? Getting rocked around the wind a little bit, though. I'll tell you that. Still not seeing the airport. It's kind of weird. The runway should be going that way. It's out right in front of us, though. Okay, check our mixture. Good. Check off center here. Somewhere over here. Some hills off of right there. I'm gonna call it in sight. I'm gonna take a look. It's out there, so. New York Center, Aero 6 Echo Foxtrot Airport site. Requesting cancellation by phone. Roger, thanks. 6 Echo Foxtrot. Stand by. Switch to it. Just change the CTAF. Get that going. Right. Manual. And we're going to be good. Sussex traffic, Aero 6 Echo Foxtrot 4 nautical miles to the south. Entering in on extended final for runway 3, full stop, Sussex. Full stop, taxi back, that is. But we're going to follow the magenta line. It's going to help me. Not really worried because we're getting down there still. And we'll see it. So. Toby, I tracked it wrong. Got some solar panels on. Okay, let's start our flow here. Gas, fuel pump on, fullest tank, good. Undercarriage, you're going to be under 129, I believe it is. Gear down. That's the airport. I'm going to write mixture, prop. Flaps. Look at the flaps. That is it. Okay, throttle coming out. Yeah, we're a little fast here. Probably should have looked at that white arc first. Full flaps, and we're gonna slip down. Throttle's out. We're looking good. All right, we'll turn off the left. Do a taxi back after. Iowa Scotsman, how's it going? Should be about 85 and 80. So get in here, trimming up. A little bit of throttle now. Green. Just making sure. Full flaps. Trimming up. Throttle out. And I'm gonna land this. Welcome to Sussex, everybody. Let's make sure we get a good landing here. Man, this drops like a real arrow, I'll tell you that. Whoa! Shallow, but it's down. I'll take it. Alright. We'll take it. No wind, calm like it said. I'm gonna turn off to the left here. Do a taxi back. I'm gonna hit it off to Pittsfield next. So let's clear it. Do our checklist after clear. Watch out. Sussex traffic, Aero 6 Echo Foxtrot clear of runway 3, Sussex. Alright. After landing, flaps up. Fuel pump off. Strobes off. We're gonna leave them on. Landing light. You know what? I'm gonna leave the fuel pump on too, because we have to do that before we take off. Trim set for takeoff. Okay, well this is the X of Expo. And that's the whole event, the Virtue Safe Flying Club tonight. So now we're gonna go to Pittsfield and get the P of the word Expo, and then we'll do one more stream and we'll head to Orange Municipal. Been there in real life with the 152. That'll be another stream though, and for another night, but we're gonna land in Pittsfield, Massachusetts tonight, western part of Mass. And we're gonna taxi back now, so. This is a non-tower airfield. In fact, we should probably look at it really fast. See if I send the drone cam out while I do this. I'm gonna try that. We're going really slow. It does let me steer it still, which is nice to see, but this is Sussex County in New York. And it might not be letting me steer the plane, so I should probably get back to it. There we go. Alright, let's get to Pittsfield, Mass, and get this part of the event done tonight. A little shallow on that landing, but we made it happen still. I don't even know what the setup was on that. Let's check for a month on now. I don't know if that was good or not. Oh no, that was terrible. Negative 653 feet per minute. That was terrible. It's alright, it's not one of my better landings. Alright, taxi back and we'll depart. Got birds in the distance. Tractors. Wonder if this is freeware scenery. It seems to be. It is freeware scenery from FlightSim.tl. Now, the ASOS did work on this one though, even though it's 2020 freeware scenery. That got programmed in right, so I don't know why it doesn't work with some of them, but it works with others. It's very interesting. I think it's the first time I've ever been to this airport. In the sim, that is. Never in real life. Birds flying off into the distance. Man, the trees look great in 2024. Alright. I'm not going to do a run-up. We're pretty good. We kept the motor running. So again, we're going to rotate at 70, climb at 90, retract the gear when there's no more available runway ahead of us to land on. And we should be good. Clear. Clear. Sussex traffic, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 3, departure to the northeast, Sussex. Okay, before we do this, let's stop here. Set the altitude to 5,500 because we're going to be going to the east. Okay, we'll have that ready to go. Yes, come on now. There you go. It's my SciTech multi-panel. Alright, clear, good to go. So here we go. Full throttle. Ground handling so much better in 2024. So I think that's the biggest difference feel-wise. Flight dynamics are a little bit better. I should say the weather is. Rotate at 70, rotate. And we're going. Straight up. You're up. Good. Left-hand pattern here. I'm going to try to get out of here first. So we have lots of hills here. Look at that. Look how close we are to those hills. Wow. Man, ever since I calibrated the honeycomb alpha, I'm telling you, it's like night and day. I'm going to depart straight out and take a turn to the right. Pretty good here. Climate here. Right. Clear on the right. Here we go. We'll be on course. Take us about a little less than an hour at Pittsfield. That's where we'll end our flying tonight. And I do appreciate you all coming out. Thanks to Sim Caesar for the raid. It's awesome. Love him. Auto the autopilot back on once we line up with the direct here. So, autopilot on, then on, now, give speed, keep it at 800 feet, tow down tracker off, kick the fuel pump off. This back to 25 inches of manifold. It's 2550 on the RPMs. Clean up that mixture. Feeling way better about my memory. Oh, nope. It's doing something weird and funky with the autopilot again, and that didn't happen for the longest time. All right. Well, I got it. Fine, just fly it. It does say direct to Pittsfield. It does that every now and then. I thought it was a calibration issue with my Alpha. It didn't forget. Try it one more time. Level it out. Autopilot on, heading on. Nav. On. Erase my altitude there. So let's go. Oops. Get that going. 5,500. Purple speed. Come on, lock it. No, it's doing some funky stuff with that autopilot again. Alright, I don't quite know what's going on with it, but let's try it again. Let's do all button pushes here. Heading. That. 5-1. Now it seems to be working. I'm gonna go a little speed up. Altitude. It's working again now, so I don't know why, but that's the first time it's messed up in a while. Let's see what we can do. Oh, auto. Really? Seriously? Come on, man.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
Terrible. Alright, we're making things happen now. So, mixture's good. And we're climbing. So yeah, the autopilot's a little wonky, but it does work eventually, so I'm still okay taking this in the marathon. Man, that's kind of a pain. I have a FedEx flight up there. And we are going to Pittsfield. We're going to cross the Hudson up ahead as well. Just to show you where we are. We're near Unionville. We just crossed into New York. So I thought Sussex was in New York for some reason, but it's not. It's in New Jersey. Should have known that. We are now in New York. You have a ski resort up there. Once again, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. Makes the flights go by a little bit better when you have company. Got farmland out here, huh? Some solar panels and farmland. Okay, we have to mix a little bit more. Notice that manifold pressure is going down because we're going up. Atmospheric pressure kind of figures into that. Take the tablet off so you can see things in here. Envoy flight over there. Nice to do some benefit from Envoy. Used to. That's one thing I didn't get about the paint kit. The paint kit, I used the official paint kit. It still has this not lined up. And I could be there all day doing that. But I just said, whatever. See that? But it does the labels fine. So I don't care. Climb to 5,500. I thought I did. I guess not. Okay, sorry. My bad. Have a little bit of wind here. Keep having some updrafts. But we're heading in the pressure, bringing that down. Almost at cruise though. We got about 40 minutes to go to Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Western part of Mass, it's very hilly there, usually all the time. That is the Catskills out there, the Catskill Mountains. In real life, I did fly to Sullivan County, which is out that way, to go visit the 1969 Woodstock Festival site. That was a cool flight. Took my friend, he flew out there. I flew back in the Piper Warrior. But I got 3 flights booked already for this month. I'm going to fly the 152 to get current to take passengers. I do my 3 landings in that. And then I have a backup for that flight in the 152. And then I'm going to take the Piper Archer 2 out for the first time solo. Well, yeah, I guess it would be first time solo after getting signed up for the complex. So, again, practicing on this on the simulator helps me keep it sharper. So, I feel pretty good about my chances. Middletown, New York, here. Down there's Monroe, New York. Monticello is that way. It's very rural out there. As you can tell, Woodstock is in a very rural area. Lots of farms, and it takes like forever to get a taxi cab to and from the airport. And they charge you a lot of money because the closest place is Monticello, and they have to drive out to get you. And then drive out there and come get you back to here. It's only 7 miles out from the Woodstock Festival site. And other pilots are like, oh yeah, there's Ubers. There were no Ubers on that Sunday. Maybe because it was a Sunday. I mean, I think there would be a couple. Absolutely. So, all right, we're on cruise here, so kick it back to about 23 inches. We'll keep it at 2,500 RPMs. You know, make sure one last time. Right about there. All right, you got a lot of wind here. Ground speed's 150 knots. So not too shabby. Got to preview my badge for FSExpo today, by the way. So, excited. Hope to see everyone there. June 27th to 29th in Providence. Stewart International over there. That's where I went to go. I actually flew there in real life to pick up Jump Out Cinnamon. We did the Skyline route, which the Hudsons were right there. They were very nice people there. I went to Signature FBO. My first real big experience with a big FBO, other than Remtrix at Worcester. They were really nice there, and for the gas prices were New York prices. They weren't terrible. They were up high. So, but if you go down this way, you'll go down the Hudson and get to the Skyline Route, Manhattan down that way. We're going to be crossing the Hudson right there ahead. So, always love crossing the Hudson, whether it be in the simulator or real life. It's kind of cool to do, you know. And then in February, we actually drove with the whole family to the Meadowlands area for the America Mall there. So it has like Nickelodeon Universe and stuff, so we went there for like a little overnight, one-night trip there. And it was kind of cool to like drive and say, well, I flew over this. It was Tappan Bridge, all that stuff. So that's a little further south, obviously. But yeah, hope to fly out and see Jeff Cloud soon again. But he'll be at FSExpo. We'll be at the Virtual USA Flight Club table and representing there. And they just released the floor plan today, so it's the Virtual USA Flying Club is going to be kind of towards the main event stage over there on the floor. So come by and say hi. You know, be bashful. So you see the Hudson up ahead in the distance. And this airport is Orange County. Kilo Mike Golf Juliet right there. Catskill Mountains. Keep going that way, gonna get to Lake Placid. Maybe not. Actually, that might be more north. That's more north. That's yeah. Sorry. My bad. Real world weather, but not real world time. Hudson looks very regal over there. And I'm not gonna do flight following. We're gonna be okay. That's a long run. That's like an 11,000-foot long runway too. So when I came in on a right downwind, and I hooked it over these trees, and I extended a little bit because I wasn't used to landing here. Landed right there. That's actually on my YouTube channel. You can see that flight out, and then when I flew back, there were storms coming back to Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I fly right out of. So. Nice clouds, huh? I'm starting to enjoy 2024. See that? Looks like his arm's not. Oh, it is. It's leaking on the plane still. Hey, there's only certain things you can do. From a distance, looks like the mid-maps cover it up. Yeah, we're back in the plane. Oh, scary. Whew. 27 minutes to go. Which is weird because it's in Western Mass and we're in New York. Seems like it would take longer, but it doesn't. It's the main bridge that you see when you come into Stewart from Newburgh. Is it Newburgh, New York? Yeah, Newburgh, New York. And then we got Poughkeepsie up the coast here a little bit. It's really cool flying over the Hudson. I've done it twice. Actually flew down, actually. If you count that, it's 3 times. It's very cool to do. Catskills, Stop festival set up there. I didn't even notice how close it was to Pennsylvania. Very cool. Cost about $600-something round trip. My friend paid half and I paid half, so I didn't think that was that bad. That's why it's nice to fly with people that pay half and fly. He's going for his pilot license, so I just pilot command, but I let him fly out there. Gave him a couple pointer tips more than I could from my experience. But planning maybe another trip like that in August. So. I don't know where. I've wanted to go to Ticonderoga for a while to see the Star Trek bridge display museum thing they have up there, but and also Fort Ticonderoga. Just do it all up, you know. And I think that there'd probably be taxis there more than Monticello. So. But yeah, you fly right down there, get to the skyline. It's one, you know, it's a life-changing experience, to be honest with you. It's like a religious experience while flying. Very much so. Got a lot of wind here. So if you can ever fly the Hudson skyline, it will change. It will change you. So check out that video on the Eric Flight YouTube. It's a long one, but it's cool, and I have it divided into chapters, I believe. So you can skip to the good parts. Poughkeepsie out there, distant Sky Acres. And the Hudson. 23 minutes out. Let's get the ASOS ready to go. 135. 1375. $59 nautical miles out. How do I know that? My electronic flight bag. It's right on the border of New York and Massachusetts. So, do want to get out here and do these 3 airports: to Walter J. Colzada, Pittsfield, and Harriman and West there. North Adams. Closest I've been is probably Northampton, Turner's Falls. I did those in one day. I went from Plymouth to Turner's Falls, and then I landed at Northampton and did a full taxi back and departed from there. But last month I was down here for Six Flags New England with my band. They performed performed at a local school, and they had a whole festival there. So, if you don't know, I'm a music teacher, so that's what my band of students. I haven't gigged in a while. Those days aren't behind me; they're in front of me because I have kids and a wife. But I used to gig a lot in my 20s and early 30s. Catskill Mountains looking nice. Let's take a picture of that. Didn't take off the notifications for them. Yeah, see? So I don't know. I didn't take those off because I didn't have time to look into it. It saves HDR images. But you don't really see HDR, but it's a little more bluish on my screen. Bluish green, if you will. There's the Hudson. Gonna be right near Hyde Park. That's what it is. Hyde Park in this way. Virginia keeps seeing you. Up a little later than I thought I wanted to be, but we're gonna finish this flight, finish stream. So thank you again for staying on stream. I stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick all at the same time. So if you're watching on any platform, I do appreciate you out there. Just know about it. And would appreciate if you push that follow button, subscribe button, the like button on YouTube, anything that will make this get a little more notice. We've been seeing a lot more views on the Eric Flight YouTube channel. I'm trying to monetize that. Because, believe it or not, that's how I pay for World Flying. I have another YouTube channel, Eric DIY, where I did private reviews and all that stuff. I haven't posted in a while. I am going to post my self-installed solar setup on my house. So I'm going to make a full review of that eventually. But it's been a while. I was at it a long time, and I made enough for flying and paid for all my flying with that channel and other endeavors. But that's the main money maker. So I'm hoping to monetize this Eric Flight channel. Again, only for flying money. Flying's expensive, so, but it's fun and it's addictive. So, let's see, Hudson as well. Got some boats down there. We got the HMS Justice, and I don't know what PB stands for. Johnny Flynn. I wish there's a way to turn off boat traffic nameplates. JT should be alternate 2 turns off, but it'd be nice just to turn off the boat once. Just plane, boat. Down the Hudson, go to New York City that way. Yeah, it looks like this one. Because supposedly that's real world boat traffic, so. And when I looked at boat traffic, it kind of lined up most of it, so. We did a good job of live traffic. Okay, just wish you could turn off the nameplates for this. Turn them on and off, that'd be awesome. Like leave them off and leave them on. So. Yeah, crossing the Hudson right now. 46 nautical miles out from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Could be a Peter Pan boat, just saying. Alright, I want to take a picture of the Catskills behind me here. Turning off the nameplates for a second. Oh, sorry. And picture top. Learn how to get rid of that notification. JT, you taught me that. 18 2.5 minutes to go. Ugh, excuse me. Clouds look awesome in the city there. Probably the best clouds they've had yet. That's the Hudson. Kingston, New York, there. Some winds up here. See if we get some weather here from Pittsfield.
Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot automated weather observation 03000 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Wind calm.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 15C. Dew point 10C. Altimetry 011. Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot automated weather observation.
Calm winds. Fucked out right on that.
Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15C. Dew point 10C.
Tell storms might be coming in because that dew point temperature getting closer. Monitoring guard on COM 2 again.
Go on guard with yeah.
Oof. And again, this will satisfy the P for Expo. And then we'll go to Orange, Massachusetts in our next stream from Pittsfield, and then go to Providence, Rhode Island, and be done with this whole Virtual USA Flying Club event. It might be tomorrow, or it might be Thursday. It has to be done by Friday, so that's why this puts us in a good position to finish the event. And again, if you go to FSExpo, I will see you there. And again, there'll be a stranger. I'll be there with my son Zach. So. Believe it or not, Massachusetts border coming up over there. And this is the more hilly part of Massachusetts out here in the west. Oh, I haven't had my transponder on. I put it on standby and then put it alt on. Yeah. Wow. That's a rookie mistake. Other than the other night where I thought the parking brake was on and I had to plug in my butt kicker and the plane started going forward. I'm going to make that a clip. A little blooper, if you will. Nothing happened. I caught it in time. That's not what we do in real life. I can assure you that. Final check the system, so you probably have to switch the fuel. So, we're on the left. Let's go to the right. Fuel pump on. Switch to the right. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure still holding. Alright, and I'm thinking we should do runway 8, but let's look at our chart supplement together to make sure we get some distances here. Pittsfield. 5,000 feet, we can do that. Yep, runway 8 seems to be the one to do, I would think. I'm going to turn off towards the right. And runway 8 is a left pattern, I believe. Warning of trees. way it is. Let's get some ambiance. Give you some local Unicom chatter.
Morning, Travis. So we've got you over to left wing. Have you no package? So go ahead. Roger, thank you. I don't see you, but I'll be looking out for you. Thanks.
We have Bradley approach. We're okay. Goodness. Do our thing. Pittsfield is a non-tower. We're gonna try to land this better this time. 30 nautical miles out. And we are getting towards that border. You can see it right there where it says Copake. I thought it said cupcake for a second, but it's Copake or Kopaki by Copake.
Cessna, let me know when you turn base 31.
Okay, CTAF. Pittsfield is, I forgot to put that me to come on because I'm doing great right now. It's getting late. Okay, Pittsfield is 122.7. Let's put that understand.
Traffic lands here, 49 Mike on 10 miles south, inbound runway 31. Traffic, Cessna 66085 on downwind, left downwind, runway 31. Slow down for you. Thanks, appreciate it.
We're actually going to head a little bit more north. So let's see if we can put this on heading and have it go a little more north here. Just heading bug north of 30. Switch to heading. Hopefully it follows the
Traffic
heading.
lands here, 49 Mike 8.5, to the south, inbound runway 31, 120 knots.
Now set us up for runway 8. Actually, I don't have to go that far. Well, that's interesting. Let's see what happens with this autopilot.
Traffic lands here, 49 Mike on a 6.5 mile final, runway 31, follow the Cessna.
That was interesting.
Traffic, Cessna 66085, short final, runway 31.
It's almost like it's off, and I can't really change the heading bug like you can in real life. Usually you pull this out, turn it, and it would set the heading. Going to the compass, I mean, it looks like it's heading the right direction, it's just that the heading bug has to be the right to make it. There's deviation's off.
Traffic, Grumman Tiger, 8 miles south.
Deviation's off.
Possible pilot deviation, advise you contact Las Vegas approach at, and I'll give you the number when you're ready to
Doing
copy.
that stuff.
Not ready to copy, I'm flying.
Doing that stuff. Check that weather again.
Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot automated weather observation 03000 Zulu. Wind calm.
Traffic lands here,
Visibility
49 Mike on a
sky condition
5 mile
clear.
final, runway 31.
Temperature 13 C. Dew point 10 C. Altimeter tree 018. Kilo Papa Sierra
018
Foxtrot
now.
automated weather observation.
I switched that to guard. Let's go.
Kilo Papa Sierra Fox.
Alright, 3018 now. So yeah, this plane has a couple quirks. Oh! Nathan's Planes rating with a party of 5. Thank you, sir. You're right at the end of my stream. We're going to be landing pretty soon. Pittsfield, but I do appreciate the raid. Welcome, Raiders of the last stream. Autopilot's a little wonky, just saying. Oh, thank you to Studio Canuck for following me, even though I've been watching you forever. How's it going, sir? Thanks for following me on Twitch. Known you for years. We're getting into Pittsfield, Massachusetts here to finish the FSExpo, which is a Virtual Safe Flying Club event. We're spelling out Expo for FSExpo. with our destinations. We started at Eagle's Nest. Well, there you go. Isn't that awesome? I loved it. Yeah. Thank you to Crafted Fur for following the channel. Nathan's Planes, thanks for raiding again. And we're going to start our descent pretty soon. But yeah, I worked hard on that. I don't know if you noticed, but I replaced my face with Harrison Ford. It's all good. I don't think you would mind. But yeah, we are finishing up in Pittsfield. So again, we started Eagle's Nest. I think that's what it's called. 3-1 Echo. Then we stopped at Sussex, New Jersey, and now I'm going for Pittsfield. So if you do that, E for Eagle's Nest, X for the end of Sussex, because it's hard to find X's in titles, and P for Pittsfield. And then we're going to have one more stream where we go to Orange, Massachusetts, and then the Providence, and that was spelled Expo. So you see how the event works. We got to decide our own plan, but we had to leave from our local airport. So last night I flew from Taunton, Massachusetts to Eagle's Nest there in New Jersey, West Creek, New Jersey. So that's the whole shebang of this whole thing. And we're gonna be landing on runway 8. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If I have to land on a taxiway, I would do it. I'm just saying. But I'd probably do that with like full knowledge that I was landing on a taxiway. So, you mean this moment in aviation history? That's what you mean.
Hi, it's Husky 89er Hotel Uniform, and the schmuck that landed on the taxi there.
Yep, that's a sound. At least he owned it. You gotta give him credit. Gotta give him credit. He might have almost ripped off an Airbus top or whatever he landed over. Happens to the best of us, right? Alright, we're about 60 nautical miles out. I'm going over to the CTAF for Pittsfield. I'm going to announce a position here. So we are on VATSIM and also the Microsoft Flight Simulator server. So if you want to see the landing and get on the simulator, that's up to you. But we have Pittsfield, Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Here we go. Pittsfield, traffic, Arrow 6, Echo Foxtrot, 50 nautical miles to the southwest. Setting up for an extended final for runway 8, full stop, Pittsfield. There you go. Oh, you know. And I know that my radar didn't see us, but we're flying the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser tonight. This is my livery for my marathon event, which will be happening in July and August. 2 marathons in one. We'll be raising money for children with cancer. It's my 5th annual marathon. We've always raised funds for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Second Challenge, where I say I will bike 150 miles in the month of September. So we have 2 big marathon events coming up, and it should be a good time. This is the livery I've made. Borrows for the Jersey and the Great Second Challenge and all that. 726 Echo Foxtrot. So this is the Piper Arrow 3, and I gave it a new livery, modeled after the family truckster from National Lampoon's Vacation. Did the wood paneling myself. So Piper Arrow 3, just flight. It's a good aircraft. It has a little quirks, but all right. Pittsfield's out to our right over here, and we're going slightly north to get on this flight path there. The electronic flight bag gives you the nice magenta there to follow in. So that's what I'm doing. It is. It's a very cool aircraft. I recently got my complex endorsement in real life, so I actually practiced on this one. I fly the Arrow 2 at my flight school, or I will start and soloing, flying, taking it out, if you will, by myself. So and that will be happening in about 2-ish, 3-ish weeks. So good news, it's complex endorsement that you need for it, because it has the retractable landing gear and a controllable pitch. I can't talk anymore, it's too late over here on the East Coast. Pitch prop, so the private pilots can't rent it. So it gives more opportunity to get it from here. One more shout out to Otto, the autopilot tonight. Last shout out for you, sir. You kind of worked most of the event, except for that one little hiccup. Thank you. That seems to be the airport right there, so let's start at the set. past that. I'm gonna go back to 18 inches, 2100 RPMs. I'm gonna go El Manuel, and we're gonna start controlling this ourselves. So trim down, and Allison, please announce the descent. She didn't come out and announce the descent. That's bad. Try that again. She doesn't want to work anymore, everybody. Okay. Allison, the flight attendant, is off duty. Probably smoking a cigarette somewhere in the alleyway. So, got a little bit of prop control problem there. Just to make sure it's slightly either. That's Pittsfield right out there. That is our designated target. And we're going to start our flow here. So gas, fuel pump on. Fullest tank should probably be the right. We'll stay on the right. Okay, gear when we're under 129. So let's get that under control. Gear down. All right, man. Well, thanks for following and thanks for coming in on the raid there. Thanks to Nathan's plans for the raid. Okay, now that we got 3 green lights, full mixture, full prop, and we'll keep this right about where it is. Trim up slightly. Trim some more. And keep our descent going down. Pittsfield traffic, Aero 6 Echo Foxtrot 6 nautical miles out, extended final runway 8, full stop, Pittsfield. I didn't put any flaps in yet, so let's do that. Gotta slow this thing down now. Flaps. Manual flaps, you just pull that thing up. And we want to stay about 90-ish. A little high, but we'll get down there. Okay, see that for highs, put the thing of flaps.
8 miles south of the airfield, 4,800.
Got battling a couple winds here. Oh, Toby, I track wrong, so you can actually see what we're doing. Experiencing probably some winds off the hills, I would think.
Traffic Commander 1 Foxtrot, climbing through 4,300.
Sterile cockpit. I have to make it for sterile cockpit. I have to.
Heading to the southeast last call.
Keep forgetting to do it. I need to find time, which I will. Got this week and next week to teach in schools that I have to start an online course, but other than that, we're pretty good for the summer. I am feeling that wind now. We're coming right down here. Pittsfield traffic, Aero 6 Echo Foxtrot 3 nautical miles out. Final runway, full stop, Pittsfield.
Traffic. 61891, 18 miles south of the airfield at 4,400.
Pardon me, cough.
For full stop landing.
Whoa, got a lot of wind coming off these hills. That's why we're bouncing up and down. Tripping up. Slipped a little bit of wind down there.
Traffic, Skyhawk 61891, 7 miles southeast of the airfield. Inbound
Okay,
for a full stop
getting
landing
there.
at 20.
Slow it down a little bit. I want to stay like 80 at least. 3 green on the landing gear. Double check it. Can't check that enough when you're landing. That's what I learned when I did my complex. So. Okay, right here. Line back up.
Traffic, Skyhawk 61891, turning right downwind.
A little bit of throttle.
Stop.
These tend to drop like a rock as you take the throttle out. So you gotta make sure you don't make it. Go Pittsfield, everyone. This is a good landing. Pittsfield traffic, Aero 6 Echo Foxtrot, final runway, full stop, Pittsfield. Up.
Traffic, Skyhawk 61891, left base 20, full stop.
Hold it off. Not bad. Not bad at all. slow it down a little bit here. Aerodynamic braking at the yoke all the way back. And should we turn off here? Yeah, we're gonna turn
Traffic. Skyhawk 61891.
It's right here. So
Final.
let's clear the runway. Welcome to Pittsfield, Mass. We'll take the drone cam off for a little bit. Okay. Pittsfield traffic, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot, clear of all runways. Pittsfield.
Air traffic, Cessna 98956.
All right, with that, let's go back to our checklist. Toby, I tracker off. You can see it with me. Okay, flaps are up. They are. All right, fuel pump off. Strobes off. Landing light off because it's daytime. We're fine. Make sure it's required. We're gonna check our trim here. Both working again. Okay. All right, that wasn't a bad landing. Let's see what the landing rate was on that one. By way better than Sussex. 131, not bad. It's not under 100, but it's doable. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay. Landing light off, taxi light mixture, pitot, trim set for takeoff. We're good. Right, we're gonna taxi to the apron here, but I think we should try to find a place over here.
Traffic.
Maybe past that plane. Okay. You're all right. So here we go. Toby, I track. Let's taxi. Very good. Thanks again for coming out and staying on the stream. Thanks to Sim Caesar earlier for the raid. And also Nathan's Plains. Thanks for all those people that followed me on Twitch today. If you're watching me on YouTube, please push that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Traffic Skyhawk 52 uniform.
And I'm gonna find a place to park this. Probably right over here in this what appears to be a 152. I guess we'll just park here. Okay. Really crowded on the apron here, huh? Stop that. Alright, let's shut her down and take a look around Pittsfield. ELT verify silent, avionics are off. Chatter's going off. Okay, all lights except for beacon off. Alright, and with that, we're gonna go full lean on the mixture. Mags off, master off, lights off. Turn everything off on the autopilot. We're good there. And drone cam this puppy, shall we? So there we are. Parts. Right there, 726 Echo Foxtrot. Not much to see here except for mountains. This is Western Mass, so let me disconnect from that sim so we can go and have no problems. Pittsfield, this is default scenery in 2024. So it is crowded on the neighborhood. Probably should have parked over there, but that's alright. And as you can see, it's very hilly. Tanglewood is around here somewhere. Let's see if we can see Tanglewood. See if I can find it. I'm gonna get Google Maps on my monitor over here. Now that's some directions in from Tanglewood, which is the summer home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra. I've never been. Do want to go sometime in my life, but yeah, it's south of the airport. Right south of the airport. We'll see if we can find it. If not, we're not gonna go nuts here. Which way south? That's north, so south is this way. Alright, let's see if we can find it. There is a road from the airport here, so faster on the drone as well. Yep, might help me turn the tablet off, huh? Sorry about that. Yep, I pushed the R button. Poopies. Alright, let's get this drone. Alright, that'll be the one target we aim for tonight, Tanglewood. Just down this road over here. Going on to Lenox, Massachusetts. There's that pond there. Tanglewood's right near that pond, actually, so let's see if we can find it. Don't push the R. Don't push the right here. That is Tanglewood right there. That's the performing place right there. The summertime home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra, one of the best orchestras on the planet. That's where it is. So again, you can fly into Pittsfield, get like a Uber or something, come see a wonderful concert, and then fly back. That would be the the outdoor, you know, amphitheater, if you will. It's like a whole campus there, so pretty cool. But Pittsfield Airport right over that mountain there, so not that far. And again, I do appreciate what I didn't see your thing there. Oh, yeah, it was pretty good actually. Yeah, you can watch the stream later on if you want to. So sorry you lost power out there. Oh, drone cam going upside down. Woo! All right, but we're gonna call it a night here from Pittsfield Municipal. We'll be flying the final leg of this FSExpo inspired flight from the Virtual USA Flying Club. And yeah, I appreciate all of you coming out to the stream. Feel free to push that follow button. We're trying to get as many follows on Twitch obviously as we can. We're trying to get to 620. We're up to 614. Appreciate everyone that followed tonight. Again, if you're on YouTube, or you can go to YouTube, youtube.com/EricFlight. Push the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on there. And on Kick, we'll just take whatever subscribers want to do that. Kick.com/EricFlight. I'm going to rate someone on Twitch if you're on Twitch, so stay tuned. And have a great night. I'm going to go to bed after this, but we'll rate someone. Stay tuned. Eric Flight. Peace out. I'll see you soon. We have to fly that final leg before the end of the 6th anyway, so I'll see you soon this week. We'll see you later. Bye.